What am I doing here at the Florence Mall? I'm here to talk about standardized testing and how it may stifle creativity in students. It's cold, let's get inside. Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Hi, today we have with us,
Bentley York.
Hey Bentley York, I'm Riley Killen. I'm at the University of North Alabama and I have a question for you. What do you think about standardized testing?
Okay, wait. Let me think about.
Do you like standardized tests?
No.
Thank you for your time. Many people believe that standardized testing can put out the creative fire in children. Preparation for standardized tests can start as early as kindergarten or even pre-K. And they are widely regarded as uninteresting, non-thought-provoking, and littered with menial questions. Every student learns and displays what they've learned in different ways. Is the smarter student really smarter? Or are they just better at sitting in a quiet room thinking uncreative, non-provoking thoughts? On top of all the unfairness, the standardized testing movement is beginning to stifle the much-needed creativity in the average classroom. We as future teachers want a classroom that's going to change the world. And Dr. Robert Sternberg, a professor of human development at Cornell University in New York, he once said that his beef with standardized testing boils down to the fact that it doesn't find students that are going to change the world. It doesn't do that. He goes on to say that our school system is creating students that have no creative skills, at all. And he's a doctor. All right, we are here at the mall again with Katie. Say hi, Katie.
Hi.
And I have a question for you. Do you like standardized tests?
No.
Thank you for your time. So, what is creativity? Why do students need creativity? Well, you see, students with creativity are able to solve real-world problems, and the real world has a lot of problems. Letting students express themselves creatively at a young age will allow them to have more time to solve problems as they grow up. So by the time the students are adults, they won't be able to help but contribute to society. Creative activities in school will really improve a student's fine motor skills. We're talking about painting, sculpting, maybe even learning how to play an instrument. Or, maybe even gaming, huh? Look at that. You see that over there? What's another plus of implementing creative activities in the classroom? It allows kids to create and express themselves more often, and it's a huge boost for their self-confidence. For example, we have a student. He paints a beautiful picture. He's feeling a little down in the dumps. The teacher sees the painting and says, "What a wonderful painting. You did so great." Since the teacher let the student know that that painting has value, then they themselves will feel like they have value. Plus, you can't argue that creative activities in the classroom, they are really, really fun. Creating an environment where students can feel free to make some mistakes and have their opinion be heard can allow the children to truly grow and learn way better than a silly standardized test might be able to help them. Now that we know that creativity is an essential part of the classroom, you might be asking, how come creativity and standardized testing cannot coexist? Well, I'll answer that for you. When you think of the phrase, think outside the box, you can't help but think of the two words, be creative. All right? But a lot of people think that standardized tests, they force students to think inside the box. That's not good. These tests are littered with cookie-cutter multiple-choice questions that feel repetitive and sickening. Some children even say that they have literally gotten sick in the middle of their tests. Most standardized tests focus on two subjects, math and reading. These two subjects, while very important, cause the teacher to do something that, though they may do unintentionally, is very bad. With some teachers' salaries on the line, they start to force the students to overstudy for math and reading, or even lie about the scores so they don't get a cut on their paycheck. It really forces these students to be a robotic Scantron filling out machine monsters. And nobody likes that. Not a soul. I'm here with John at a hair salon here at the mall, and I have a question for you, John. Do you think standardized tests are creative?
No, sir, I do not.
Thank you for your time, John. I appreciate you. Standardized testing is simply a tool. It's not for the kids' benefits. It's not for the students' benefits. It's not for the teachers' benefits, hardly at least. All it does is cause frustration, stress, and anxiety among almost everyone involved. It's truly unfair. Truly unfair. It really does sound nice. A world without the pressures of standardized testing. But can it be accomplished? If an idea like this could actually take flight, then, better activities than painting time need to come into play. Something that can be used to keep track of the data. It's an unavoidable fact that today, tests are the only way that we can properly keep track of students' progress. But are there better ways? Let's talk about a few. One alternative is what's referred to as computer-mediated learning. And that is giving the student access to a computer and allowing them time to have fun, play, without really knowing that they're learning. And the teacher can access the computer and keep track of that data. Computer-mediated learning keeps track of collaboration, persistence, and yes, even creativity. 3 things that were not, in any way on the radar when it came to standardized testing. The next alternative being held under the spotlight is what is commonly referred to as sampling. Sampling, yes, that's right. It doesn't necessarily completely eradicate standardized testing, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. Sampling, you see what it does, is it gets average groups of students from a school and has them be the ones that take the standardized tests instead of the entire school. And the state or the government or whoever needs the information obtains that information and uses it, instead of forcing everyone to be frustrated and stressed by taking that hard test as a whole. Hey, it's me again, and we have Tez, right?
Yep, that's it, Tez.
We have Tez here with us, and I've got a question for you, Tez. Do you think standardized tests are creative?
No. Nah. They're not really creative to me.
Thank you for your time, Tez.
No problem.
The testing movement has moved us further away from our long-term educational goals. Goals that want us to develop inventors, free thinkers, and creators, both in and outside the classroom. But not all hope is lost. It's only a matter of time before a new generation of teachers hopefully implement the new creative strategies into their classroom and inspire a new generation of innovators, free thinkers, and most importantly, creators.